Woo! Coming into your YouTube airwaves, I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, week 5 is in the books, and Jamar Chase is still scoring touchdowns. There you go. Another touchdown against Arizona. Yeah, he had an amazing week. A-Chain balled out again. We had him in the video, guys. It was an amazing week for fantasy. Hill balled out again. Guys, the New Orleans defense put up 24 fantasy points. So, guys, without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get into this 11-game slate. But first, it's witness protection.
These are the players that let us down. These are the players that were supposed to lead us to Fanduel glory. And since they didn't, these players are in witness protection. 4.8 Fanduel points, Edwards. What do you got to say for yourself? Well, Statman, you saw we got down to the goal line and they gave the ball to Hill. He took my touchdown. And what about that other drive when I had just ran for 5 yards? We down on the 4-yard line and they threw a daggone jump pass to Odell Beckham. So I should not be in witness protection. So before I proceed with this video, guys, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, so that's it for witness protection. All right, guys, so we only had one guy that let us down, and that was Edwards. And I can't really say he let us down because he did have the opportunity to get a touchdown, but they pulled him out, put Hill in, he stole the touchdown. Then they were driving the ball. They get down inside the 5-yard line. If you could have just gave Hill the ball 2 more times, I know he would have got in. But instead, they threw a jump pass to Odell Beckham that was picked off. So that's why he was in witness protection. So, guys, if y'all have any players that y'all had in witness protection that let you down to help you to not cash, please put it in the comment section of this video. All right, guys, so we did well, guys. I gave you guys the #1 tight end this past week, Laporta. I had him in the video. I gave you guys A-Chain. He balled out. I gave you guys Stafford. He did well. I gave you guys Miami defense. He did well. I gave you guys Tyreek Hill. He did well. So the lineup balled out, guys. I sent out a lineup that did a 156, and every week I see my scores are starting to increase. So this week I can see a 175 to a 185 being in reach. So, guys, let's get right into this 11-game slate. I don't want to waste a lot of you guys' time. So, as I always say, guys, you want to find 3 games that you like, pick your players, and you roll with it. Now, this week, you don't have a lot of the teams that we typically want to stack. Like, you don't have Buffalo on this week. You don't have Tennessee. You don't have Baltimore. You don't have Green Bay. You don't have Denver. So, you have a few teams that's not in this main slate, but it's still a lot of teams that we could actually get players from and create a solid line. So Hurts against the Jets is a solid play because the Jets, they're not really stopping the run well, and Hurts, he runs the ball extremely well. Expect him to get another one of those quarterback push him up the middle plays for a touchdown. Fields is in a position, guys, to absolutely destroy Minnesota. I think that you're going to start to see Chicago. They're going to start to string together some wins. I believe that Fields, I did a video about Fields in the offseason. I believe Fields is a lot better than people giving him credit for. He's starting to figure it out, guys. And when you have the mobility that he has, and he now has a bona fide #1 receiver, guys, I'm giving you Fields all day. So we're going to start the lineup off with Justin Fields. And if I'm giving you Justin Fields, it's common sense that I'm going to give you his tight end, Cole Kmet. And I'm also going to give you his receiver, DJ Moore. And I think that Fields, I don't know if he's going to get you 32 fantasy points again, but against Minnesota is capable. The only reason why I don't know if he'll get it because it is a divisional game. So they do know each other quite well. But Fields hasn't had one of those big run games yet. And he's due to have one of those games where he rushed for 70 yards and a touchdown and throw for 280 yards and 2 to 3 touchdowns. I think this is going to be his coming out party, guys. So definitely going to give you Kmet. All right, at the defense position, guys, you got so many defenses to choose from, and everyone's going to go to San Francisco against Cleveland. We don't know if Deshaun Watson's going to play. You got the Eagles against the Jets. Miami against Carolina is also a good one. But I'm going to give you the New Orleans Saints against Houston. They just shut out New England. Now, New England is probably the worst offense in the league, and Belichick is getting a lot of backlash. I haven't watched that game tape yet, so I don't really know what went on. But when you get 0 points, that means you didn't really get a lot going. And I saw that the quarterback got benched. But I think that they're really hurting this young quarterback. I think that their quarterback is not a bad quarterback. I think that he's in a bad system, and they don't have any speed. You got a bunch of guys that can't get open. So for fantasy purposes, don't play anybody from New England, guys. And for fantasy purposes, don't play any receivers from Kansas City. All right, so let's get right back into this video. Now, at the running back position, you have A-Chain, who we had in the video. He balled out, guys. And if you look at A-Chain, he gave us over 20 fantasy points. Again, gave us 21. Not as much as we thought that we would get. So now he's 9,000. I believe he's overpriced. And I don't know if he plays this week. Love Walker going against Cincinnati. I do like Williams against Arizona. Don't like Jacobs against New England. I'm going to give you Bijan Robinson. I think this is going to be his coming out party, guys. I think he's going to have an amazing game, guys. So Bijan is someone you want to consider. Now, I believe that Chicago will be able to move the ball. And with Herbert, I don't think Herbert's going to play, guys. You got to play Foreman, guys. You just have to play Foreman. And if you look at when Foreman actually played last year, guys, he had some good games. I know you won't be able to see it now because he did play already this game. He had 5 carries for 16 yards. And he caught a couple balls out of the backfield. But he will run the ball. And he's physical. And when you have Moore on one side, Mooney on the other side, Komet in the middle, he's going to have clear running lanes. He's going to be running in 7-man boxes. I would not be shocked if he gets 70 rushing yards and a touchdown and he catch, I would say, 3 passes for 20 yards. He could easily get you 16 fantasy points, guys, and that's 6,000. That's all we're looking for. Robinson could easily get you 20 in this matchup because Washington can't stop the run or the pass now. Now they got to go on the road to go against this physical Atlanta Falcons run offense, and Ritter looks like he's coming into his own. So looking good so far. At the next wide receiver position, guys, I'm going to give you somebody who I believe is going to ball out, and that's Devonte Smith. He was not involved in the offense last week against the Rams. He only had 1 catch. Don't expect that this week against the Jets because Sauce Gardner is going to be going up against Brown. So that means Smith is going to be one-on-one with their number 2 cornerback, and I like that matchup, guys. And we got $5,900 to pick the rest of your line, guys. So at my last wide receiver position, guys, I'm going to give you a very, very inexpensive receiver. And this is someone who I believe will have a big, big game. He's gonna be low on too, guys. I'm going with Wilson. And most of y'all don't even know who he is. But if you don't know who he is, I'm giving you guys some homework. Go check him out. The rookie from Stanford is pretty darn good. I believe he's going to have at least 10 fantasy points against the Rams because when you're playing against Arizona, who are you going to focus on? You're going to focus on Hollywood Brown. And I believe he's going to get a lot of balls. You can pick your own flex position, guys. So that's it. You got the Saints defense, Komet, Wilson, Smith, Moore, Foreman, Robinson, and Fields. So, guys, that's it, guys. So I'm on to break down the rest of the slate. And, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Good hunting on this 11-game slate. Love you guys. You made it this far, guys. Hit that subscribe button.